I'm live.
Yep.
Hey, we didn't blow away yet. Yet. Let's be cautious on that because I don't know. It is really blowing around out there. That's for sure. Hey, here she is. Look at this, how many people are here already. Nancy, Amy. Wow. Yahoo, yeah. I aim to catch this when I keep missing them. Aw, yeah, I'd probably miss them too if I wasn't doing them. Yeah, well, this week, I don't know how many got to see, excuse me, the video that I did Friday night. That's a permanent one, or I don't know what you call it. It's one that we make and Javi edits it. This one is totally unedited, nothing, no edits.
This one's live and the other one's a regular.
That's
videos.
right. Yeah, this one's live and whatever happens, happens. And if I do a bloop, I can't take it back for sure. Anyway, so, well, I guess I can, but that's another subject. So anyway, so I'm here, and so far, all's well. And even if the power would go, oh yeah, and the chicken's here too. And even if the power would go out, as long as we had enough light in here, we could probably go on because we're on batteries, right, Javi? Isn't that true?
Batteries?
Yeah, I mean, with the iPad and the phone and that's on batteries.
Yeah, that's true.
So we could keep going, but you guys probably couldn't see anything because there'd be no light.
Yeah, there'd be no light.
This is really dark.
You'd probably get some light.
Yeah, well, I could
get a water bottle.
We could
put our phone over it.
We could tell jokes. Know any jokes? Anyway, look at all this already. Look at all this already. Look at all these people who can't. Oh, what I do. Get out of there. Okay, I'm talking to this. I got a screen I didn't want. Deborah Long, hi. Hey, you didn't blow away either. I heard it was blowing down there. Barbara is here. Samantha, Pamela, Deb Beachy, Lisa Hayes, Nikki Zuni. Nikki from Chicago. Call me, if I just read it, call me Nikki. Okay, I'll call you Nikki. Yay. Soleil, Karen Mansell, Pat Counts, Nancy, who makes totes. Jarnicki, is that how you say it? She always comes. Yay. Robin, Gary, and her name's Vicky. Yeah, Vicky, yeah. And Pat Jones is here, Claire Nemeth, Kate Coletti, Kelly Weimer, Linda Williams, Kate Mulligan, Heidi Blankenship, and Julie is here. Nancy Ayers, Mimi Harvey. Wow.
I'm here.
I'm telling you, guys were like lining up, waiting outside to get in, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, listen, I hope I have something worthwhile to show you. I think so. I think it is. Well, first of all, I'm going to kind of go backwards a little bit, and I'm going to show you the necklace that I did on Friday for all of those who may not have seen that video yet before I go one step further so that you get the idea. Okay. This is the necklace that I made. Getting it to lay nice is hard. This is a necklace that I made on Friday. And you could say, well, what's new about that, Brenda? You know, we did that in a mini assemblage video. You know, I saw that before, and you would be right. I've just been saving it for the right project. You guys ever do that? You do part of something, or you make some, like, beaded stuff or whatever, and you just say, you know what, I don't want to put on that yet, so I'm just going to wait. Well, that's how I felt about this because I really liked it a lot, how it came out. It's just, it's kind of hard to really tell because there's a lot of glare here. I don't know if I turn this down a little bit, will that help? I don't know. And then you guys probably can't see if I do that. Yeah, leave it up. All right, well, anyway, there's some pictures I put on of it on the creative group to get a good look. There's an old button here, a little bit of busted bling, and some little flowery raw brass and a rose chaton, rose run tea right here, and that's it. That's all there was, and I loved how it came out. It's on B Super 1928 backing, as you can see here. There it is. That little squiggly mark tells you it's 1928. So I thought, you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to do charm string. So I did a charm string video. Oh, get him out of here. Hey, Kate, did you have eggs for breakfast?
Oh, no, I got the chicken.
She ate his babies. Anyway, okay. Where was I?
Sorry, distracted.
See what you did? You don't want to distract a woman like me. Okay. Okay, we did a charm string video a long, long, long time back. In fact, it was a purse pull video. I mean, you make purse pulls the same way. This is not rocket science. I'm just finding that it seems to be the people who look out for me at YouTube just don't mind doing the simple stuff over again and trying it a different way. So, okay. We'll do that. And that's really good for the live session. So anyway, so we did that 6 years ago or so, 8, I don't know, a long time. And then we did it again. I had a special necklace that I made when we were still down at the shop, so about 4 years ago. And I thought it was time to bring it around again. So I finished this off, and I wish that you could see it on. But maybe if I can lift it up, maybe you can see. Because when it's just laying there, the charm string doesn't look like much.
Well, they can't see it either like that.
They can't see it like this either. What can we do, Javi, so they could really see it?
Good question. I have no idea.
We have to figure something. This isn't too bad. Okay. It just really drapes nice, and it looks beautiful on, and I'm keeping it. So we did that, and then we talked about doing them on watch faces. And so I had gotten one out from my little stash of 1928 ones, and I started this one. And this, I didn't get too far with it, but you can see the point. All it is you get one of these teacher watches. Now this is a 1928 from my big haul, and this light is just glaring right down on it, so you never make that. I don't know what to do about this. Hold it over this way, maybe. There you go. You can see it. The glare. We're getting glare off the crystal. So I had, I don't know, there might have been 9 or 10 of them in the load, really not enough to sell. And I am a big fan of teacher watches, so unless I get beaucoup of them, I don't part with them. I keep them, and I do stuff from time to time. So the thing is what I want to say to you is, don't sweat it that you didn't get one of these, because you can find the old teacher watches in flea markets and stuff. I'll just show you a few of it. If you want to get them, Javi, I'll snag them and show you a few that I had in my stash. Yeah, well, actually, it's only a couple, but these are really special. Now, I had a couple more 1928 with it. There's one that's kind of long.
This one? Oh, no, this one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, you got it. Okay. I'm going to move it over this way, so you don't have all the glare maybe on it. I hope you can see it good. No, now got out of the frame. Okay.
You could put it like right about
Right here?
Probably would be fine.
Okay.
Just a little less.
I want you to be able to see the graphics on it. This is an old, I don't know what, I don't even see a maker's name on it. But it has a dual dual set of hands, a small set down here and a small set up here. And I know there's a name for that, but I don't know what the name is. If any of you know, please tell me. Let's all know. So I have this one, and then I have this one saved back. This is an old Elgin. This is a really good example of a teacher's watch. School teachers wore watches like this. They were inexpensive. The case is brass. I don't think it's even plated. If it is, it's a very thin gold wash, maybe. But this is just awesome. And what I would do is I would collect them up until I had 5. And once I had 5, I would just connect them up with jumps and make myself a bracelet. And so fun. I used to sell those sometimes as a special order when I had my line. So I've been doing it a long time. So I'm just kind of waiting to get the right ones. And I thought, you know what? No, I like this necklace idea. I mean, wouldn't this be cool as a necklace? But a charm string won't work on this one. You know why? Anybody know? Let's see who's saying hi. Lynn Reeve. Jan's here. Javier. Oh, Javi. She always has to say hi. She's sitting right here. Yeah, it is an awesome watch, Kate. Anybody know why a charm string's not going to work on here like a string like this? Why won't that work on
I
there?
think I know.
Okay, you tell me then.
Because it will just keep sliding.
It'll slide all over the place. That's exactly right. So the only way this is going to work is for, yes, because of the square SRILE, whatever that is. I guess that's the name for it. Yeah, the bar is too wide, Claire. That's right. Oh, here we lost it.
It's okay. You didn't.
So anyway, what I'd have to do with this one, and it would make it really kind of neat, is to do like multi-strands coming down here. Multi-strands. A teacher's watch is something like this, Scotty. Okay, when the video's over, you can go back and watch it again. It's going to be archived. Okay, thanks for coming, by the way. So you'd have to go with strandage, and you'd have to pack it pretty tight so it wouldn't roll all over the place. Kind of like the tassel bars on the bottom of the tassel tower, how they are, and how you have to load them up. It's the same thing here. And up here, depending on how you make it, you might be able to get single strands to work and stay to the sides. Maybe not, but where there's a will, there's a way. And that's what I'm going to do with this eventually. And this one will make a pretty necklace with just the, you know, right here like this, too. But I'll work my way through them. I got a lot of them. So anyway, but this one is uber cool. I've had this for 20 years at least. And I just says, you know what, I'm saving that until I either find out what it is or figure it out in another way. Any of you guys good at taking the backs off of watches? I haven't Googled it yet on YouTube to see if there's a video. I'm sure there is. I got some tools to do it, and they look dangerous. I don't want to use them because I'm afraid I'll gash myself or something. So I need something where I can get these backs off. This is a 1928 watch, and they made this one for Disney. In fact, insignia is there, I think. I think so. No, those are just swirlies. They did a lot of Disney. But anyway, I want to get the back off of this right here, so then I can put stuff inside it, because it's just an empty case. And that's what they did, you know, to put the stuff, the watch piece inside of it. This one just came empty, and it's so pretty. It's got little rhinestones here and stuff, you know. I've got so many like this. I've got hundreds of things like that, that if you could just get the back off of it, you could do incredible things. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. But anyway, see if anybody said, that watch is beautiful. Looks like radium painted numbers on the face. Maybe so. You could put multiple, yeah, to keep the strands center. I thought about that too, Susan. Mike is good at it. Okay, Kate, I'll call down there someday and get Mike to tell me what to do. Or at least tell me what tool to buy. We took all the old batteries out of the 1928 pieces because they would cause damage from corrosion. Yeah, good idea. You might, if there's no corrosion already, if you put a new battery in, I bet that work. Did you try it? You should try it. And that says, I saw a tool somewhere you used to remove the backs of watches. I'll look again. Yeah, I've seen it too, and I got one, but I don't think this is the right thing. I think somebody lost their mind when they said it was for watches, because I don't think it's the right thing. So anyway, slip and scratch it. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. They do work with a new battery. Oh, she just tried one and scored. Yeah, because they're older, but they're not that old. The stuff that came out of that stash, Kate, they stopped making that stuff in the 90s. So it could be 20, 25 years old. They stopped the timepieces line then. They made it from the early 80s until sometime into the 90s, and then they quit. It was a very expensive line. I couldn't believe some of the price tags that were on some of this stuff. But anyway, so to do the charm string is very simple. In case you didn't see it, all you do is you get about a 5-inch piece of chain that you like to work with. In this case, I use Rollo, and I like Rollo because it's easy to count off. And then you just start hooking stuff up. And it doesn't really matter if you get it all on one side. Like, you know, if you're doing a charm bracelet, you need it to be all on one side here. But in this case, you don't. Honestly, what I do is I put my ends on first, and then I just pull it up and see how it falls. And then from there, I go from there, you know, to get it right. And this one's going really nice, so I just need to finish going up the sides. And I might do that while we're together today. We'll see how it goes. But I wanted to show you some of the other ideas I had too, because maybe it'd give you some. for doing this in kind of unconventional ways, make something a little bit new and different and way better than mine. And I hope you're doing that. I hope you do that. I hope you make it way better than mine. Because you're all smarter than me anyway, in case you didn't know it. All right, so here's another one I have from 1928. And you know what, Kate? If I can just get the back off of this thing, yeah, I'm gonna put a new battery in it because I bet it works, and that would be nice. It was from Timepieces collection, and it's got some little baguettes in there. So all I did was just put my chain on, again about 5 inches, and I pull it up about, let's do one. For those who didn't see it the other day, let's just do one so you can see. Where is that chain I like? Where did it go?
What chain?
This chain. Here, well, here's some kind of.
They're right here. Is it?
I can use this. Oh, here it is. This is spool right here. Durr. I'll go ahead and do it with this. Okay. This chain, I'm going to cut. Give me the ruler, will you?
Yep.
Here's free. You know, I'm just a little unnerved here today because of the wind. How many of you guys have wind that you're dealing with today? I really didn't know if we were going to be able to get together today because I was afraid my power would be out. It might go out yet. We've had some pretty good gusts.
Yeah, somebody's roof went off.
Yeah, one of our friends, their roof went off. So, yeah, I got right here. I'm going to snip it about 5 inches. So I thought, oh, wow, I don't know. And I'll tell you, I don't like being without power. You know, when there's a big windstorm going on, it's supposed to last all night. They're not going to come out and fix it. You're not getting your power back. In our case, we probably would not have it back for a couple of days, which is not good for business or anything. I have to try to keep in touch with everybody on an iPad and go places and get it charged up and all that stuff. But anyway, so I've got my piece of chain. Now, in this kind of chain, I like to end, in fact, most kinds of chain, I like to end on an open loop when I'm doing charm string. I don't want that little bit on there. It's a little bit of cable chain, so I'm going to get that off. Hey guys, by the way, I bought these little nippers. They're Xuron, and I think I'm going to have to get them for the site because they are just really great for tiny places. I mean, I like my regular ones too, mighty fine. I don't know where they are. Oh, there's these ones. But I like these. These are good for when you're getting your little ends off of your beading wraps and stuff. They're awesome. Anyway, okay, get back to the subject. All right, so to pull this up, let me get this. Okay, I go part way, but not completely half. You want, there we go. This is good. Let me just stick a jump ring in it, and then I can show you a little bit better how this is. I mean, this is something you guys could all figure out on your own. You don't need me to tell you, but I'm just here with ideas. So if you guys have ideas, shout them out. We're going to be watching here. Annette says it's windy where she is. I hope you stay online. Me too. 72 degrees in Texas where Karen Eaton is. Well, it's about 21.
It's getting colder, actually.
Oh my goodness. Nancy says, I really like the way you put dangles in the front, like instead of every other length in the front, you know, it's really cute. Yeah, I do too. I've done this for years. You know, I've sold so much stuff like this, and people say, well, you know, it's just another tassel, Brenda, but not really, because you kind of make it like a charm necklace, and you can charm bracelet, and you can load it up any way you want. And another thing I was saying on Friday is this makes the beginning of an incredible bib necklace. So if you're going to do your middle, if you're going to do a charm string or the bib necklace, let me just show you. This would be the middle, and you'll get the idea. So let me get another piece of that chain. Where did I put it now? I'm losing everything, like my mind. You just gave me that big piece of chain, Javi. What did I do with it?
What big piece of chain?
That I cut for this. You know, there's too much junk on this table, and that's why you can't find anything.
Right there.
Says? Oh, here. Okay. Let me see if I got enough. No. Well, you know what? You could use another piece at the end. So I'm going to just take these little ends off and just show you my concept. And maybe this could be the next video because this is really cool. I've had necklaces like this on. Maybe I was wearing them or somebody said, why don't you teach us how to make that? And I just like that. Well, it doesn't really feature any of our products, but then does that matter? Make people happy, give them what they want. Then I thought, well, it's so easy. Why would it? But they're asking. Okay, sometimes a concept is really easy and you just don't see how easy it is and you need somebody to show you. So, hey. All right, so I'm going to go. I have these little sections of 3 big loops here. And this is about the middle, so I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to connect it to here. And it'll be a bib type. And then I'll kind of show you what I mean by it. And then I'll show you this other stuff. The watch face pieces are really cool. If you go on Pinterest, you'll see a lot of examples. I'm seeing a lot of examples on there. So, you know, you might go punch in watch face jewelry. There's some people who have some really cool galleries on there of watch face jewelry. That, you know, you might get some ideas. Or how to make it back into, you know, a bracelet. I can think of a bazillion ways. And you can have a lot of fun with it, right?
A lot of people are saying they make like purse charms.
Yeah, same way.
In that same
goes the same way. So if you wanted to put, these are not my usual jumps, guys, and I'm hating them. Don't worry, they're not in stock. You'll never buy them. Okay, where's my other pair of flat nose? You know, I don't have that much stuff here, so why would it be lost? Makes no sense. You ever have that happen to you? Do you ever sit down and make something and you can't find, you know you put everything on the table, but you can't find it?
Where's the jumpy tool?
Oh, it's on my finger.
It is?
Where it belongs. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. This is the start of the bib necklace using the charm string concept. Oh. See, it's so simple, but it's like an aha moment. Now you could just go ahead, put a chain around just like this, leave it just like that, and what kind of jewelry do you have? Do you know the name for it? Don't do anything to it. Just leave it like that. Put it up for sale. Do you think you'd sell it? What do you think? I'm going to wait and see what you can say. Do they sell well, Scotty? Melissa says. Purse charms. For some people do. They do, that's for sure. And if you do them in themes, they'll really sell, like cat, dog, stuff like that. You'll do good with them then. Heidi says the blizzard started here yesterday and it's still going strong. 35.90 close in Minnesota. Well, Minnesota is a snow state, isn't it, Heidi? That's for sure, yeah. So, okay, let's see. Okay, lavalier, Kate says. Well, no, and I'll tell you why. Because a lavalier is generally, well, it is in a way. Generally, like this could be made into a lavalier because it hangs. It's got other parts hanging down. You might put another section here, like this. This isn't anything I'd do, but this, and then it'd be more like a lavalier. That's not a really good example, though. I wish I had some here to show you. But usually it's something dangling from something else in the centerpiece, but it's kind of sort of that way. Now, what this jewelry is the jewelry is very, very popular with millennials, younger people who buy jewelry, at Etsy especially. They call it minimalist jewelry. So if I'd made this in sterling or gold fill, because, I don't know, I kind of think without anything else on it, and they would want it probably sterling, then I would just put it up like that, and I bet you I'd sell it. And you're like, what? Yeah, it's hot right now. Mr. Bernie was telling me they have whole lines of jewelry that are like this in 28 right now because it sells. And a lot of times who's online is younger people a lot. So something to think about. But I won't leave this alone. Not me. No way. No way.
I just know that the younger people, the simpler the better.
Well, why don't you tell us about it, Javi, since you're like, what? Are you 28 or are you 30 yet?
I'm 28.
Okay, Miss 28-year-old, you're a millennial. Tell us about it. Tell us about the jewelry for younger people.
Well, they just like the simple the better, I guess. Some people. And then I notice a lot of them wear the same thing repeatedly. It'd be like just a drop or something. And I'd be like, really? That's it?
Here we go back to the 60s and 70s. Yeah. Early 70s was big time minimalist. Oh, I remember.
It's just like, you could probably put like a charm, like this heart charm, and a chain, and that's all they want.
And they'd be happy with it. Which like it just messes us up for our art, doesn't it? It's like, what art is that? But you know, if you could take this and put on your Etsy and sell it for $22. 22 is usually the magic number. Yeah. 22. $22. What do you have in it? Like zippity doo dah? In like 5 minutes? Like, why not? I might put a bunch of these up with 28 tags on them and tell them now, hey, I'm putting these on Amazon. And they'd let me too. And they'd be very rare because they'd be made by Bisou and there would be not be very many of them. And you'd have to know though because I'm going to tell you. Alrighty, so then what I would do with this, if we were going to build this up, okay, so I would have my, my little things going off the side. Let me make one so I can show you. I'm really doing a terrible job today. I don't know who can stand to watch me. Let's see how many people have. Oh, we got 53. There's more. Well, they're being very forgiving today.
Bring the rubber.
Bless your little hearts. Because I know I am making absolutely no sense over here today. None.
I understand. I know what you mean.
Yeah, well, you work here, so you're used to my flibberty gibbetness.
It's okay. I do the same thing.
No,
I'll be talking to somebody
Javi,
like, what am I talking about?
Actually, right now, you're pretty articulate these days. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm making one of these little dingly things here. I put a bead and then a cap. We've done this. You guys know how it is. And now I'm wrapping it. Try not to get it wonky. See if I can do a good job. I'm the queen of the wonky wraps. I love wonkiness, but in this case, it probably should not be wonky. So I'm going to get it in here and nip it. Throw that down there, and here are my crimping pliers under here somewhere. There you go. Okay, now where is that end? It's not the best light. Plus, I got to get new glasses. I just have to. These are just not doing
Somebody said, makes sense that style trends are going back to the 1970s.
It's time. It's just the way it is in the cycle of things. It's time that they do that. So I would have, these on the ends and build up like I did with the other necklace here. Yeah, chicken agrees. And I would build up, and then what I would do after this is I would put some going up the sides. Or if I want to make this really crazy, I would go up to this one and do another charm string. Maybe another one. Another one. Another one. And just keep building it up all around. And you would have such a crazy looking bib of stuff. On this type of chain. Now, on a Rollo, it's actually a little bit, let me pull this down. On a Rollo, let me just cut a piece off. I gotta order more tomorrow anyway. Okay, so on a Rollo, and if you want to do this, it's even better because you can put your charm string in the middle. So let's just pretend this is it. Hey, that'd be kind of cool. And then you just count off a couple of your little circles in your Rollo, and you start building it up, and just go around. You can make stuff hanging down, like put them like the 3 beads on a head pin type thing. You put 3 beads on a head pin, you'll see it. You could do that, hanging down. I wish I had one of my old ones. I used to make.
Could you put some charms there too?
Yeah, why not? Let's see if I got one here. Yeah, here's a heart. You could put some hearts. Maybe put a heart here.
Oh, that'd be cute.
and then put this here, and just make it all random, then you'd have a treasure necklace actually. But you can do bibs all color, so, and this kind of throws it off, but you could do it all color. So let's just do 3 beads on a head pin here, just for the sake of argument, so I can show you. Where's the hole in this thing? Is this a no-hole pearl? Huh, maybe it is. I think I got a no-hole pearl. That's not going to help. Okay. All right, let's do this. Now, oh, here, I'll put this. 2 of these. What are we saying here? Wendy's, do you like chicken nuggets? Oh, Wendy's is on
Hi,
here.
Wendy's.
It's from Wendy's? The real Wendy?
Yeah, it's probably the real Wendy's.
Oh, get out of here. You kidding me?
Yeah,
You need to go fry some.
We got a chicken for you.
No, not our chicken. What's wrong with you, Javi?
Sorry, I gave
Oh,
chicken up.
jeez. She wants to. Oh, Kate says, Javiera's come out of her shell a lot over the past year or so. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She actually always was, but she was real shy every time there was a camera.
I was a shy child.
Not no more.
Yeah.
She has come into her own.
You know what? I think something has changed in my brain. It's like, whoa, I woke up.
You know, I think it's true, honey, because is it okay for me to tell them about your boo-boo?
Yeah, go ahead.
Javi had a horrible brain tumor when she was about, what, 16?
Yep, 16 years old.
And it messed her up good. And she had to have a couple of bad operations. And unfortunately, it never came back. It was something to do with pituitary gland or something.
The pituitary.
It never came back. It wasn't cancerous, fortunately. But what happened, it just took about everything out. She had to teach herself to eat again.
I had to teach myself how to walk.
Walk again. I mean,
it was like really bad.
Yeah. She had to teach herself to do everything again. And she couldn't get real good medical help at the time either because of the situation. So, she's a very determined girl, and she's taught herself. So do you guys see, let me just pause in this story and tell you. You see how, just make these strands coming down, but instead of this, do the charm string thing in the middle. And do the things like that. I'm just going to have to go ahead and make it, and then, see. Oh, you guys probably got that just right. So anyway, telling the story, she had to teach herself to do everything again. So when she came to work for me, I don't know, what was that, about 6 years ago?
Yeah.
Maybe a little longer. Anyway, she had trouble doing stuff. I started her out counting stuff, and then she graduated from there to helping to ship, and then she started doing stuff on the computer, but she had computer training previous, and it just started coming back. The more she used it, the better it got. And I would have to say, I think you're all back just about. She has a few little memory issues once in a while, and her spelling is not great.
Nah.
But you guys would know that because she goes and looks it all up first before she puts it on.
Yeah, they taught us that at an early age.
Yeah. So I think she's back completely, but it took a long time. But it was because she was so determined. She could be just sitting there in a wheelchair if she hadn't been so determined. But she was.
Drink coffee.
And now she does all the IT here. She does all the computer graphics. We don't have a web designer anymore because we don't need him. I have her. She's my web designer now. So it's great. So anyway, I made this one too. If you want to do a little pop of color in there, I took this piece out of the classic gold, and I took my Sharpie markers. I have this set of markers that I got. I can't get at them right now, guys. I'll show them to you. I got them in the dollar store. Dollar General store, and they cost $3, and they were metallics, and they are so pretty. They don't have every color in the rainbow, but they got the good ones. And I went back to get some more, and wouldn't you know, no more, and they weren't getting any more. So, but that's what I used on this one, and I loved them. So then I put my little, beginning of my charm string on there to get ready to put my stuff on. And I used that same chain again. And then I had this butterfly sitting here from the other day, and I thought, that just kind of brings it together. So I will probably glue him on. I was thinking about wiring him on, but glue would be better. What do you guys think? I think glue would be better. You know, it's kind of like the light is kind of shining on this really bright, and it doesn't show you how lovely it is. It's very, very muted. Our classic gold is just a couple steps up from our old Russian gold plate. If you remember our Russian gold plate, it looked just like the Haskell finish.
I wonder if it will show better on this side.
Okay, you want me to put it over here?
Yeah, it shows better.
And then they can see it better maybe because it's not right under the light thing.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Let's see if that works. But we had problems with him getting it consistent for, yeah, it shows up a little better. So we discontinued it. I discontinued that line. I don't know how many times. It's so annoying, but that's how it is with artisan lines. Well, anyway, we brought it back as 22 karat matte with hardly any antique over it, but it still has the same feeling. It's just beautiful. It's very mellow, and he seemed to be able to do it right every time, so that's a plus. So anyway, that's what this is. And you won't find a gold plate just like this anywhere. Actually, it's a gold dip. It's not an actual plate. So, but it's very good. So that's what it is. So I put a little color. It reminds me of kind of colors of India or something. It's bright. And then I put my guy on there. And then we'll go for it and finish it off. And then, what else I have? Oh, this, I want to ask you guys' opinion on this because this is kind of big. Melissa likes my color. Well, if you like my colors, Melissa, then they must be okay. Samantha says so too. Thank you very much. Karen likes the butterfly on there. Oh. Yes, Javi is a walking miracle, but only because also she's a very determined girl. She don't want to live like that. And she want to live her life like that. So she was going to, you know, nobody's going to help her, then she's going to do it herself, and she did. So I thought on this one, okay, let me just show what it is. This, to begin with, is one of those Victorian luggage tags. Have any of you guys ever used these to make a necklace? I like these in particular for making bracelets, and there are videos about it on here. What I do is I bend it sideways on my wrist, and then I connect chains, and it is a bodacious piece. Beautiful. But this time, I thought, let's turn it the other way. And let's put a spoon. But I didn't use the spoon part. I used the top part. And this spoon, you can cut with this. Little nippers. You don't have to get the scissors out. The metal shears. It'll just cut with that. So I took that out because these, the way I have them made with a hole on the end. So, you know, you can make a lot of stuff. Like, you can take this, cut it off and file it down, make a really cool earring drop out of it, all kinds of stuff. So that's what I like about it. It's versatile. But anyway, so I hooked it here at the bottom, and then I put my charm string from the bottom of that. Now, this gives me a lot of space. So I could do a collage on here. This piece, because there's so much space on it, it is a great candidate for tissue decoupage, or if you have it in raw, this piece is an amazing piece to etch. And if you guys don't know how to do etching on brass, it isn't hard, but it's messy. And if you want to know how, Miss Kate made a video, and it's on my channel, and she is a very good teacher for etching. Let me tell you what. So if you go back in my videos a few years, you will find Etching Miss Kate Shows Away or something like that is the name of it, and it's a great video, and you should watch it if you want to learn to etch. But this is great for tissue decoupage too. But I'm thinking this has that delicate gold, so maybe I would just do a little assemblage on it. Put a little heart hanging out here maybe, and some crystals, and maybe another little doodad here. I don't have everything lined up here that I would use. What do you guys think? I like this. I like this idea. I don't know if I want that on there or not, but anyway, I like this idea. Then, okay, so what problems do I have if I do that? Well, I'm going to have to drill it because you don't want it hanging from here off the sides. And you have to have this one down here is an 8mm, but I think this is so thick right here, you'd have to have at least a 10mm jump. So the thing to do would be, let me get out my toothpick pointer, to drill a hole right here and right about here. You'll have to mark it off. Do you know how to mark it off for drilling? You remember? A lot of you guys know, but for those who don't, those who haven't drilled much or hole punch, you might be able to just hole punch it. To mark it off, you want something called a center punch. And you'll put on your stainless steel bench block, and you'll put your center punch here, and you'll whack it with a hammer. And it'll give you like a pilot hole, like it'll give you a real good ding where you're halfway through the metal already, and it marks it so you know exactly where to drill it if you're going to use a drill. You go to put the drill down into there, and it's just going to slide right into the little ding you made and go right through like butter, and it's going to be great. So I think maybe I'll do this. This gives me a big plate of stuff to do this week, because I better do it so I can come back and show you that I finished it, right? But I don't know. I'm still liking the tissue decoupage idea for that.
Yeah, you could probably.
Yeah, I just think because of the mellow color, these just look so pretty on it. A few pearls, like, maybe a few in here. This might be something I do to everything, Nothing new here. But who cares if it's pretty anyhow? So this is what I'm thinking, maybe. Let me look in my screen and say, well, I like how that looks. That's pretty good. Let's see what you guys are saying. Nancy says, I love what you do with the buttons and bite your tongue saying you ain't with it today. Well, I'm not. I get something from you every time I watch. That's great. I'm glad you do. You have just got the mind for making jewelry. I wish I had a better mind for making it. Most of you have a better mind than I do. But what I am, two things. I'm the idea girl. I have all these ideas, and that's why I can't finish a thought, because I have too many ideas. And second of all, I don't teach anything hard, and that's just fine. I don't need to be a teacher that teaches stuff hard, because I always say, you got to get your start somewhere. And I've given a lot of people their start, which pleases me no end. I'm like the kindergarten teacher of jewelry making. And a lot of things I make, even though they're simple, because I use quality findings and stuff, they don't look like kindergarten stuff. They look way more advanced than they are. It's just positioning and what you use, But you never forget, my point is you never forget your kindergarten teacher. I never forgot mine. So you'll never forget me. Ha! Just try! Okay. I want to see one more thing and then I'm going to move on. I'm going to show you a cool bracelet I made some time ago and talk to you a little bit about something here. See what everybody's saying. Crap, my internet stalled. Well, you're here, Kate. Better for now. Okay, that's good. Heidi says she loves it. Maybe put one here, too, on the heart. Or a very small one. I had a very small one sitting here. Where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. Maybe an itty-bitty one? That might be better, huh? I think so. Yeah, I'm going to have to punch that out or drill it. Too bad Javi doesn't know how to do it, because I'd send her down to do it.
No, I don't know.
No, she's the wire girl. She's not into that. Let's see what everybody else is. Pretty, beautiful, pretty.
Couldn't you do it with a hole punch, though?
I might be able to, but I still have to give it a good ding. If you don't have a center punch, you can use a nail. But if you take the nail and you go all the way through, because you can say, what do I need to do it for? I can just go all the way through it with a nail. Yes, you can. But then it's going to be kind of flared out in the back and scratchy feeling. So if that happens to you, then you're going to have to file it a whole lot so that it doesn't stay that way. That's all I got to say about that. No right, no wrong. You can do it. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all wrong with it. It's fine. Okay, so those are my ideas for today. And now here's something I want to talk to you about. I finally figured out just what I'm going to do for the workshop this summer. I had a bazillion and 10 ideas, of course, but then I kept thinking, you know, all the other years we had polymer clay. And polymer clay is really kind of easy because anybody can do it and it doesn't cost very much. And so when you're doing a workshop, it's kind of a handy dandy thing to do. If you do a lot of mixed media, you're going to have to drag a lot of stuff down there. I said, well, okay, so what do I do? Am I a polymer clay artist? No. I mean, I'm not bad with clay, but I don't feel qualified to teach. I'm not a polymer clay artist. So I'm a mixed media artist, and I know what I know, and I know what I'm good at, and what I'm qualified to teach, and this is one of them. So I thought, well, hey, you know, we're just going to drag stuff down there. So, and the more people who come to the workshop in May, the more I'm going to be able to give everybody outright of their supplies with their ticket fee, because I'll just have room in the budget for it. And if not, you guys will have to pick some stuff up and bring it, but some of it will be included. Anyway, this is the Wonky wire wrap bracelet, and there is a video for this. It's an old video. I think it's one of the first ones you ever videoed. Wonky wire wrap.
Yeah,
I don't think Rob did it. You go back.
No, I did do it.
It's about 5 years ago. Because Robbie had to quit and go to school or something, so you took over doing the videos then. So he can't remember how he was at the beginning. He thought, oh, she will get it right. I'm gonna have to come in and fix it and all that. Hardy har har. Hardy har har.
Yeah, right. I'm like, when I looked at the first time, I'm like, that's it? Really? No details?
Well, compared to what she does now, all he did was hold it there. But hey, we were happy that he did it, because without Rob, I would have never started doing it.
That's true.
But anyway, this is the Wonky wire wrap bracelet, and all you have to do is you have to start with this skinny cuff, which we sell on the side. I don't have a lot of them right now. I have them in Rose Ox. I have a lot of them in Rose Ox, which goes good with copper wire. Yeah. And I have a lot of, not a lot, but some in silverware color, which is cool. A lot of people prefer silver anyway. This is the rusted iron. And so as you see, I used impression jasper. I used electroplated glass, check glass, filigree beads, wrapped wire, blah, 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 charms. Why do I call it Wonky wire wrapped? Well, let me pick this up. Maybe you can see. If I pick it up and hold it up, yeah, maybe you can see that. There's all kinds of crazy curlicues going on here. Can you zoom in on that a little bit, Javi? Here we go. That's awesome. There's all kinds of crazy curlicues. We should have done this earlier. Lots of crazy curlicues and loopy, and there's no right, no wrong to this. You just do it as it pleases you. And it's all kinds of loose wire wraps. And I've been doing this for a long time, but I never shared it a whole lot. But this is one of the best charm bracelets that you could have because it's so adjustable. And it doesn't, well, let me just show you up here. I'm going to have to move it over here first, though. Yeah, talk about wonky. It's kind of, have it kind of twisted. Anyway. Cha-cha-cha. And you can, all you do is you just tighten it by pushing it. This is really heavy brass, so it's very sturdy. You'll take a lot of manipulating. You can push it lots of times. But yeah, I love these. I had a whole bunch of them in silver that I made, and we sold them. Sold almost all of them. I had one for my chocolate brass line that I did for a Build-A-Line a few years ago. Somebody bought it. You know what? I think it was Melissa. Melissa, did you get that wonky wrap bracelet that I did for the Chocolate Ox line? Maybe you don't remember. Melissa says, I love making those. Yeah. I think it was you that got it. I don't know. My memory's not great, but I think it was you. I tend to remember who bought my stuff because I don't make that much right now. But anyway, here it goes. And we're going to have a blast with these. We're going to do these for a whole day. No glue required. Just bring your pliers, bring your stray beads, whatever you got that you want to put on. Your charm, whatever you want. And I'll give you a skinny cuff and some wire, and away you'll go. And we're going to have a blast with this. We're going to do tissue decoupage one day. We're going to do Wonky wire wrap one day. And then we're going to do kitchen sink necklaces. People have been asking for kitchen sink necklaces. And there are a couple videos about those up too. And the one gives you the measurements for assembling the base. But I don't know if I do it that way anymore. I might show you a newer and better way. But anyway, these are cool. These are cool as all get out. They just drape and hang so nice. So anyway, the big news is that I am opening the contract for the workshop up for, let's leave this here. This week it's opening up February 27th in the afternoon. I'll begin to take payments. We have, I think, 14 or 15 people coming already, for sure. We can fit 40. So we've got plenty of places we've got lots of spots for you right now. So hey, come along on over. We hope you do. We really truly hope you do. If you're up to coming out to Ohio to spend a little time with me, I would just be so honored for the pleasure of your company. These workshops are, if you think this is fun, getting together like this, if you think that's fun, you ain't seen nothing yet, baby. This is a wild group of women, I'm telling you what.
And you'll see all of us.
Yes, then you'll see all of us because Javi will be there.
Javi, Lauren,
Javi might even teach you how to wrap a bracelet.
Yeah.
Over there.
I'll show you how to wrap those.
Yeah, I might teach you how to wrap a bracelet. So that's happening, and if you want to get in on that, message me at Facebook because I do all the business for that on Facebook only. Message me at Facebook, and I will take and admit you to the special event group that I open every Friday, and it's up February to June every year. It's just for the event. A little bit after, so we can show our pictures and stuff. And then it's closed, and it's not open again until we start getting ready for the next year. So if you want to just get in the group and kind of snoop around and see what it's about, it's not the creative group. It's a special event group. So if you want to come, just Facebook message me, please, or email me at bsue1441@aol.com, bsue1441@aol.com, and I'm not going to have Javi put that on here because I don't usually give my email out in a public space, but I think this will be okay because it's just between us. So there you go with that. Just get hold of me and I'll put you in. Okay, and come see what it's about, and maybe you'll decide to join us. We have a lot of new people this year. This is awesome. So who else is talking to us? Javi put it up.
I put your profile.
Oh, my profile. Oh, so you go find me. Okay.
For Facebook.
Okay. Could you put hey, why don't you just put the URL for the group? And they can just come straight on. They don't even have to contact me. You just come straight on over. I'll put you in the group. She's going to put a link up so you can go straight there. Okay, guys? Okay, I missed a lot. That bracelet's fine. Betty, you didn't miss nothing, honey, because you could go back and see it all over again. Melissa says, no, it wasn't me. Oh, shoot, I thought it was you. Oh, well, Melissa, you do have some of my stuff. It's pretty, and I always am glad you have it. See, what else do I want to... Oh, here's some other news. A couple more things I want to tell you for today. We're bringing the chocolate brass back for a temporary line. Some of you guys know what that is, some of you don't. Chocolate brass is, I don't even know, it looks like milk chocolate, the color on it. And then you can distress it to let the brass highlights out. And I couldn't think, why do I want to get chocolate ox? I have a dark brass line, I have rusted iron already, and it does well. But people just like that Choxy line. So I'm going to bring it back for about 3 or 4 months. I'm going to start out with maybe 100 pieces. I won't have chain and I won't have earrings and all that, at least not at first. We see how it goes. And then we'll take it from there. So everybody says they want it, so we'll see. We'll see. Betty, we're just glad you came. Don't worry about it. Julie says it's going to be a great workshop. You bet. Julie's going to be there. Kate Mulligan's going to be there. I know that. Nancy, I want to be there. Well, honey, if you can manage it, we would love to have you. We would absolutely love to have you. So if you find a way that you can make it, why, I'll get you in there. Art and Crafting Lady says hello. So anyway, we're going to bring Chocolate Brass back, and right now on the group, the creative group, we're talking about what pieces we like the best so that I'm sure to order them. So I will tell you I'm getting filigree, I'm getting mounts, I'm getting bead caps, I'm getting leaves, I'm getting flowers. You know, the basic stuff I'm getting, and then a few of the favorite stampings I'll get, you know, and we'll just see what happens with it, okay? The aqua green, what do we call it? Aqua copper patina, ACP, is going away. I have not reordered. I'm not going to. So what's there is what's left. Go help yourself to it. It's going away real soon. When the Choxy comes in, I'm taking it off the site. Bye-bye. So if you want to gather some to hoard it, as some do, it's the time to go do it. Also, I wanted to tell you, too, that the special code that we had last weekend, I amped that one up a little bit, and I let everybody have it last week from the group and on the newsletter, and it's still good. And what it is code, I'm going to write it down so you can see it. It's code Monday, Tuesday, like that. All uppercase, no spaces, okay? And this is for 15% off $35 and up. And it's only good to midnight tonight because we've had it for a whole week already. It's not my permanent code. It's just a special code that I gave. I never do a discount this deep on this small of an order. I just can't. I started talking about it the other day on the video. I just can't because I don't use a lot of import stuff, and the stuff that I carry, like the brass stampings with all this good plating on it, people don't put this kind of plating on their brass. I mean, you might be buying stuff from any number of people. I'll tell you right now, nobody's doing plating like this because it costs more. They want to make more money. I would rather make a little less and then have you have something wonderful. So when I do discounts, they are very, very special because I've priced stuff about as cheap as I can already. So anyway, but I thought, oh, we'll have some fun with this. A lot of you last week liked doing it. Here's another fun thing that's going to happen tonight until midnight. I have these cute little bags. Where are they, huh?
Right there.
Right here. Okay. I made these up. So anybody who orders tonight that has 35 up is going to get one of these little bags of goodies. They weigh about 3 to 4 ounces, and most of them have bits of book chain in them, which you guys know I don't carry. It's just bits, maybe enough to do the front of a bracelet, like going across here, maybe enough to do a little bit of the front of a small bib necklace, maybe, yeah, take it apart and make earrings like I did last week. Let's see, here they are. Yeah, these are the earrings. Let me move this out of the way. I did this with the book chain last week. Just do that with a few of the links there so you can have some fun with it. So anyway, you can come and get 15% off 35 up. If you have 35 in your cart after coupons, I'll give you one of those little bags for free too. I'm going to let Jordan know, but you have to order tonight. Okay, tomorrow it's all bye-bye, gone. This code and that stuff. So you won't be able to get any more. Just have enough for that. And then I'll have a new newsletter out in the morning. Hey, you guys, have you subscribed to this channel yet? If you haven't, I wish you would. I don't get any money if you do it. I'm not even doing it for that. Just subscribe. And then I think there's a little bell next to the subscribe button. If you click that, YouTube will notify you when I'm on, so you won't ever miss it. You'll know that I'm here. Okay, so that's a cool thing. And also, if you go to my website, scroll about halfway down, and you'll see there's a box where you can put your name in and sign up for my newsletter, which comes out, it's pretty frequent. It comes out 3-4 times a week. But it's not just a sales blast. It's news, okay? It's stuff you can use. So go ahead and do that. And there's a special code on there that you can pick up when you sign up for the newsletter to use that code another time for a nice big fat discount. So it'll be good for you too. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Let's see what we're saying. I keep your jewelry in a place of honor. Melissa says, "Oh, thank you, honey. I don't deserve that, but I appreciate you so much." Claire says, "I'm going to try and save my personal days next year so I can come." I hope you can, Claire. We loved having you and Kelly that one year when you were able to come. That was great. Kelly Weimer and Claire Nemeth are besties. And they love to make stuff together. So they came one year together to the workshop gathering, and it was a ball to have them there. It was great. Okay. Susie B just showed up from New Zealand. I'm so glad you're here. Kate Mulligan is drooling. Another great video. Oh, I hope so. Listen, I'm just going to scroll back and see who I missed that I didn't talk to. Barbara Kelly says she loves it. Jen Tagg says, "What a fantastic bracelet." Oh, this bracelet, I love it so much. Well, you get to make one, Julie, because I know you're coming. At least you said you were. Oh, the chicken wants to say goodbye. Yeah, there we go. Chicken saying goodbye. So anyway, I don't know what else to tell you this week, but I think I gave you a lot of ideas. Stuff to bounce from. I enjoyed your company. We had 58 today. It's great. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. I appreciate your support of the things that I do, and I look forward to this so much. I look forward to this so much, and I hope you do too. And I'm hoping to make it better and better as time goes on. So, do you have anything else to say, Miss Javiera?
Nope, that was pretty much good.
You thought it was pretty much good?
Pretty good.
But all we can tell them this week anyway. And we didn't blow away, not yet.
No, not yet.
And the wind's whipping around out there.
Yeah, it's going.
I'll tell you what. Oh, and I don't see V dueling here this week, but V, I'm still working on your necklace. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's going to win something this week. What are they going to win? I had something laid out for them to win.
What are they going to win?
Oh, no. Hey, how about if you win stuff to make charm string necklaces? How about that? Because I don't have any of them finished. Maybe I'll give you the beginning of some of these and you can finish them for me. How's that? That's awesome. I'll give you some chain. I'll give you some beads. I'll give you some cool stuff. And it won't be just a little bit. This would be a gifty, like we do for Work Table Wednesday. So I'll give you a good gifty. So anybody that commented, I'm giving you your last chance to comment on here, because everybody who comes and comments is included in our weekly drawing for being at the live session. So give me about 15 minutes after we say bye-bye, and I'll go through and I will count all the unique entries, and we'll do the random number generator thing and come back and count again. Whoever gets it, gets it. And I will announce it in the comments on this video, and I will announce it also in my community section where I put emails to you guys. I don't know if you know that on YouTube there's a community section, and I post there about every day. Put it there too, and probably I'll put it in the creative group. I might put it in the newsletter. So you should sign up, because you might see your name in lights. How's that? All righty. Okay. All right. Well, I love you all. Thank you for coming. You're awesome. Bye-bye. Love you. See you next week. Please come.
Yeah, come next Sunday.
Let's applause. Yay!